everybody, thanks for joining. If you're new, my name is Eva, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back to watch another video. Today's video is inspired by Julie from Agent Bag Reviews, and I'll link her video down below. She did a video about how the different brands of bags make her feel, and I thought it was so interesting and thoughtful, because I think we wouldn't really buy these bags unless they made us feel a certain way, because we don't need really anything more than a paper bag to carry our stuff around. Yes, more expensive bags can be perhaps be more durable or be more fashionable, but really I think it comes down to how it makes us feel as to whether or not we think it's worth it. So I thought I would contribute my thoughts on this topic because everybody's going to have different feelings about different brands, and I just think that's so interesting to watch and learn about, and to also think about how you feel with different brands. Maybe it's not the brand itself, maybe each bag has a different feeling, whatever, but I think it's really interesting to explore. So I'm going to talk about 5 different brands, and then I have 2 generic categories, okay? So let's get started. The first brand I'm going to talk about is Coach. And I know Coach makes a lot of varieties of different styles of bags, but lately I've really been leaning into some of their novelty bags. So for that reason, I'm going to say that Coach makes me feel fun. And so here are 2 examples of kind of novelty bags. This is the Tabby 18 in the Shearling and the fuchsia color. I mean, it's so cute and fun. I mean, that's how I feel when I wear it, and also that's the reaction I get from other people, is like, what a fun bag. And here's one of their shaped bags that they put out recently, and of course, as you can see, this is in the pumpkin shape. It came out just before Thanksgiving last year, and it made me think of pumpkin pie. I love their classic styles, but I also love how creative they are and how they're allowing me to have some really fun fashion statements. The next brand I'll be talking about is Portland Leather Goods. I think this brand has a different business model, different strategy, and definitely a different approach to making and selling bags. And when I wear these bags, they make me feel real and relevant, to real life, basically. Real and relevant to real life. Does that make sense? Because of their price point, they're so much more affordable. They can be approached with more level-headedness, let's say. And one of the reasons why, these bags feel so relevant to me is because the design of these bags is basically, in my opinion, it's just what you need. It's just enough for what you need to have a bag functional. They don't have a lot of high-end finishes. They have raw edges, but that's actually the character and what makes these bags so unique to that brand. But I just think that they are for real life, everyday use and enjoyment. By the way, I should say this is the Loewe, the original Loewe in the smaller size, and the color is nutmeg. And this is the medium crossbody, and the color is hibiscus. Okay, now let's talk about some Tory Burch bags. I have 2 here as an example. This is the small Fleming, of course, here in the denim with silver hardware. And this is a Kira bag. This is a Kira shoulder bag, but you can also wear it crossbody. And as you can see, it has this aged gold hardware with a chain and shoulder break leather strap. Okay, now hear me out here, but when I wear Tory Burch bags, they make me feel like I'm wearing Chanel on a budget. I think that many of their bags, not all of them, but many of their bags have that classic styling. And of course, this one is an example. It has that very Chanel-esque kind of chain. And even one of my friends, Danny from This Is Danny-O, I'll link her channel below. When I show this bag, she comments that it reminds her of the vertical quilting on some vintage Chanel bags. I think these bags are really good quality, and they make me feel quite elevated, in my style when I wear them. So yeah, so when I wear Tory Burch bags, I really feel like it's luxury but on a budget. It still feels elevated, it still feels very stylish, and it's very high quality, but definitely at a better price point for my budget anyway. Okay, now let's talk about MZ Wallace. MZ Wallace is really known for their high quality nylon bags. Now this is not the only style that they make, but this is perhaps my favorite style of a tote bag with a puffy quilted feature. These are Metro bags, and this is the mini and this is the small. And these are just 2 examples of how MZ Wallace makes me feel so light and carefree. And one of the reasons is because their bags are very, very lightweight. But they make me feel very carefree is because I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the price if something were to happen to the bags, they get dirty or, get a tear in it or something like that. They definitely add some, flair and festiveness, especially this one with a sequence and this one with a color. But ultimately, they're just so easy. I feel free and easy when I wear their bags. Marc Jacobs. When I wear Marc Jacobs bags, I feel like of the moment. I feel current. And here are two examples of bags that I've bought recently. So we all know this one very well. Maybe not, the size isn't as popular. This is in the size large, and it's a shoulder tote bag, and I love this bag so, so much. And here is the J. Marc shoulder bag, which comes with this chain, which I've modified, and also a crossbody strap. It's kind of like a little baguette style. Like, these Marc Jacobs bags seem to just be able to nail the now, you know? It's like, these are the moments that are the trends, the moments that are happening all around us. So I like this puffy quilting on this bag, and you know that it has this east-west shape. And I just love the patchwork. Of course, I love the denim, and just how, you know, useful and functioning this bag is, but also at the same time stylish. So I like how all those elements go together with the Marc Jacobs bags. So those are the 5 brands of bags that I wanted to isolate and identify in this video. Now I have 2 general categories. The first general categories of bags are vintage bags. When I wear vintage bags, specifically building quite a collection of vintage Coach, when I wear bags like this, I feel very brave. Because these bags are old. They're from the 90s. You know, they're not current, they're not the latest thing in fashion. But when I wear them, I feel so brave, and I feel so self-confident that I can wear this and not care what anybody else thinks about my bag, how old it is or how new it is or how in style it is or anything like that. It just helps me reinforce my confidence in that this is what I want to wear today, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say what this is. This is a vintage Wallace black with nickel hardware, and this is a City Wallace. This has a charm from the Coach outlet, and this has a strap from the Coach outlet with all these studs on it. And I have a lot of fun pairing the old and new together. And then the last general category that I wanted to speak about, I'm just gonna call luxury. And I know that term has a lot of different meanings for a lot of different people, and that's okay, but here are 2 examples of what I consider to be luxury brands. This is the Louis Vuitton Mini Noe, and this is the Loewe Mini Puzzle Bag. And when I wear luxury bags, I feel like I'm worth it. Because, you know, it's a decision to purchase these bags at certain price points. And when I wear them out, I feel like I'm worth it. In many ways, you know, luxury is a complicated topic, but for me, it just comes down to this. I've worked a lot, I've really accomplished a lot, and I'm lucky enough to have some extra funds where I can spend on things like this. So it's worth it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So thanks, Julie, for introducing this topic of discussion. She invited other content creators to do their own take on it if they were interested. So I'm going to tag a few of my YouTube colleagues down below if you might like to give your own feelings about different brands. I know I would like to hear about that because I think it's very interesting to hear different perspectives and to hear how brands or styles of bags, you know, make you feel. Because we're all unique, we all have different likes and dislikes, and all have different things that really appeal to us. So I would be interested in hearing about it, and I think others would too. So thanks so much for watching. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.